So we're recording.
So you talk
Uh-oh, we got somebody's muted here. I'm going to mute. Who did I mute? Dayton, I had to mute you. You had background noise, but please feel free to jump in, everybody. So everybody's doing well, I presume. A couple more people have joined. Anything, I don't know if we want to add anything else to the agenda. We have
the goals, the October goals for the collab. I think that should be in the agenda.
Oh, right. That's
let me just quickly add it. Let me quickly add it.
Yeah, why don't we put that sort of the second thing here? I put it in. October.
Jim, okay, well, what I put in the same thing. Okay, you could add it there.
Yeah, I just put it sort of in sequence here. Since, we sort of talked about Gulf State seed funding of projects, any project not yet sponsored. I spoke to Greg Meredith today in the debrief about helping finding a sponsor for GraphQL and CoLab more generally. I have been subsequent messaging. And I've been speaking to Patrick about the video collab, and he seems to feel that it was our responsibility to cooperate with him, and we didn't do it. And I'm not sure where that goes. Our responsibility to cooperate with sponsor.
It's Patrick said that we should kind of it's our own responsibility to collaborate with sponsors before we embark on any video.
Yeah, that and I don't know, I almost want to put a question mark there, but that may be the current situation.
Yeah, I guess it's a plausible concern so as to avoid doing multiple videos for the same thing. At least it should to kind of channel the efforts directional.
Yeah. So, so really, these items here are sort of all under grub stake seed funding. And the one thing, well, maybe not. These are project tokens. Credit people for contribution to the to be traded for fungible tokens upon success. So the project tokens have no par value, but if sponsors buy into the project, um, may be compensated. And the if a project is a success, may gain market value. If project is a success and the token has utility, it may gain market value.
Those project tokens, is it more like you get paid on tokens that have no value? Then, if the project is successful, you could sell the tokens.
Yeah. In essence, in essence, the we would you know, when the sponsor deposits funds in the channel wallet, the people holding the project tokens can be compensated. The reason I say trade tokens between project tokens is because that gives the projects a stake in each other. So if someone uses your work or whatever, they trade tokens. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess there's a lot of different scenarios for project tokens, but we have the question of channel ETH wallets. We have and we get to say distribute budgets from CoLab wallet. Invite sponsors to contribute. So that way, I mean, if a channel doesn't have a wallet, people can still contribute to the CoLab wallet and it can be earmarked for the project.
Okay.
Or if the channel has its own wallet, it can distribute the budgets autonomously.
So every channel should have their own wallet and like autonomous ruling system in the CoLab.
Maybe I should say channel.
I think it would be better if we say
optional ETH wallets.
it would be better if we make it projects rather than channels.
Well, the problem, you know, the channel can distribute to projects wallets. It's a we're decentralizing the process. And you know, the key thing is that it has an organization.
But why
the CoLab,
why having for different channels and when
optional project wallets. Okay, anybody can contribute to any wallet. Or sponsor any wallet, so to speak.
Okay. So And what I'm thinking now is like people contribute to the wallet. Then when work is done on the channel, the maybe the leads of the channel get to distribute this um, rocks or something from this wallet to people who have done work. And that is that right?
I think so. You left a little bit of it.
Okay. Okay.
It's probably maybe a better way to put this, but I guess we should, you know, I mean, we have the CoLab wallet, and we should have that in our notes. And I'm sorry the notes got mixed up. Yeah. I don't know what happened to the notes. We have to go back in history. Oh yeah, it's on the 5th. CoLab wallet. Oh, and we have some of the same items that have moved forward on the agenda from the 5th. And, you know, we have to move content from here to the move content from blog to current state doc. Okay, and if the content, you know, if it gets long, if a section gets long, we make it a separate document.
Okay.
What's going on here? And
Jim, sir, is that fundable tokens upon success?
yes,
Okay.
that's true. I mean, they're tradable anyway. So I guess technically they're fungible. They're just not worth anything. But they talk about tokens that have value as being fungible. You can trade them on an exchange. And this is all under Rub Stake Seed, and it's really continued funding. I just put beyond the co-op. The co-op is included in this. Ideally, the co-op will fund our wallets directly so that we'll have control of the funds ourselves. But that's going to be an issue.
But Jay, let me get something straight. Would this make the collab work outside the bounty program, or the collab to be in the bounty program?
it's still in the bounty program, but it's seeking outside funding for all of its activities. This is what
Okay.
this is what they want us to do.
Okay.
Okay, and that includes the partner companies, companies that are building on the RChain platform. I mean, we're doing things in principle that everybody needs. So the problem is finding somebody who's willing to pay for it with rock or whatever. We're meeting needs. And I feel that one of the greatest needs we're meeting is educational, and I think that it is an area where we can get significant sponsorship, and also in development.
So we could go to places like PTR or
Yeah, and
yeah, to get funding.
and it may be that marketing will be very selective about what they fund, perhaps. Perhaps they can see the value in engaging the membership, which is the other major thing we're doing, engaging the membership. And community building may become a sponsored activity. I mean, we do videos for our own benefit, as well as, well, we're part of the co-op. I think the interactive learning before any video or lesson, I'll put here. Okay, so
Okay, sounds pretty good.
Okay.
With the Gates coin, I'm not quite familiar with the way the Gates coin runs. Can you try to explain that to me?
I probably would get it wrong. I'm sorry, but it's basically a bounty type system, and you can list a project there, and you can receive Gitcoin and such.
Okay.
So the October goals. Anything else on this here? I mean, this material should go in the comments.
I think David is in charge of the October goal.
I'm sorry? Repeat that.
No, I said David is in charge of the October goals of bringing out a list of items.
All right. Do we have a link? Um,
There isn't. I don't think there's a link yet. There's no link yet.
okay. Well,
I think there's something written in the cooperation laboratory document.
the current state document of the CoLab has a section, October priorities. And I'll put this in the chat just in case it's not convenient for you. But this is probably sorely missing stuff. But actually, I wanted this link up, the link to that section. And I'll stick that link to the section in the Control K, Control V. Okay, and that way, that's one reason why we like to use, what am I doing? What's happening here? Oh, I clicked the link. That's weird. When I clicked the link, it took me right to the other document. Which reminds me of another agenda item, which was the, I don't know what happened to it. I thought I copied and pasted things from everything from the channel. And my October goal link is gone. Control K, Control V, Enter. Weird. Guess I clicked on the wrong thing there, didn't I? Oh yeah, we have it here, GraphQL current state doc. I guess we don't have people online to talk about that. Let's go on with the October goals. I'm sure this list is way incomplete and not in priority order. What is going on? Okay, well, I guess, I mean, the major thing is there get sponsors, right?
Yeah, I think that's a major thing.
And then we might have we might take this whole thing here. And paste it in here. And so we have Greg is looking into GraphQL.
Jim,
Okay.
you knew that Choxy started a GraphQL channel document.
Right. It's here. And I'm in view only mode here. Let's see if I can edit it now. Okay, now I can edit it. Okay, and it's not in our folder. So I'm added to my drive. And then I'm going to I can remember where to move it to RChain members. Working groups. And I'll move it here. And that will share it with everyone else who is a member of the RChain Google group. Nice job. It needs a bunch of other stuff. Table of contents. Okay, they didn't use styles. Where is Jotsky? I mean, basically, the table of contents should be formed by making these heading twos. Uh, and then we can do an insert. Table of contents. You don't need page numbers. This is RChain here. Why is this here? That's weird. RChain CoLab, here work study, GraphQL on glitch, and robot on. Yeah, video. Where in the world did he get that from? Heading 1, style, about normal text. That's better. Okay. So we have purpose and scope. Okay, we're going to have we're going to have a team, right? And we're going to have a guide and a tribe, actors.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that we can copy this and control K, no, link, control V, enter. Okay. So should we just go there?
Jim, I want to get something straight. I'm looking towards creating a new token.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have some tokens we can use.
How about the BYYD token?
We have the BYOID token we can use. So we can put that as an option here. Use Divi DAO and BYOID tokens.
But those tokens have no market value currently, right?
They have no market value.
Okay.
Of the two, I guess BYOID has the greatest chance of attaining a market value, assuming that when our video is done, everybody will join. But I am seeking sponsorship. I will be sponsoring for BYOID in RChain. DiviDAO tokens are a proof of cooperation. If for any reason we can't use BYOID tokens, we could use DiviDAO tokens.
Okay.
And we got this open so many times. This is kind of an interesting situation we're in right now with BYOID. What BYOID is a cooperative where is it? Is the BYOID Cooperative Association is an informal networking association of individuals spawning various BYOID cooperatives and other organizations employing self-sovereign identity and obeying cooperative principles in various jurisdictions and recognizing each other's membership without any global legal entity governing the association. The aim of the association is to foster trusted self-sovereign identities across organizations, enabling trustworthy pseudo-anonymous identity and reputation at scale from the bottom up. It is intended to enable cooperation at scale by developing consensus across organizations using interoperable, decentralized cooperation processes and tools. The tools that we're working on are essentially the tools every organization needs and would fall under this category. And candidates for connected, trusted organizational identities currently include RChain co-ops, as we have multiple co-ops, RChain, the Digital Life Collective, Sovereign, and Interrupt. And we can add others in here that we have connections to. We should probably add DAO Stack. Where am I? No. Whoops. Rosie. Let's remove all styles. That's a trick. You can remove all the styles without removing the link. It's pretty cool. Probably should have links to all this stuff. Those are the kinds of things that anybody can do when they come into one of these collaborative documents. Is just add a link where it's needed. You know, many hands make light work. You can do a lot if we cooperate. The current status is that We don't have a legal entity yet for BYOID. We're an informal association. And we're responsible for ourselves, really. You know, when you join BYOID as a director, you're issued initially 50,000 BYOID. And then you get more by consent of the others. Half of the tokens are spent on projects that have been determined by consent to be priorities essential to the cooperative. And the other half you can spend any way you want. Yeah, it gives you autonomy as well as providing direction centrally. Any questions? So I think, you know,
Yeah,
go on.
would BYOID meeting hold tomorrow?
Right, we have a meeting scheduled after the
Testing. Yeah.
Okay, I have not sent out invites. I'm waiting for the video to be done. There's a lot of people interested, but I don't want to engage them again before we're ready because I don't want it to become stagnant. So I want to sort of build up to, you know, to really trying to engage people. And I think we're getting close to it. We have the byoid.net website. Speaking of which, that's should be right up front here.
Yeah, that's I think it's the 5th tab you have open.
Yeah.
The one with the CoLab icon in your browser.
All right. Some of this stuff is garbage. I mean, we really have to go through it in the meeting, I guess. So let's just put in here website. BYOID website. BYOID.net. Control C.
Won't it be better to have all those in small letters?
What?
I think they're all in small letters rather than capital letters.
Doesn't matter. Really don't.
Yeah, it looks better that way. It looks better in small letters.
You like that better, huh?
Yeah. So would it work without the certificate? You know, the link you have there is HTTP rather than HTTPS. And I know there's a certificate on it.
Yeah, it'll work without it. But we should use HTTPS. Okay, so till tomorrow. uh, Now, how come? Oh, we're back to the notes, but this was copied to the document. Which document? Well, I think I'm going to remove this whole thing from, since we have a link here. I'm going to remove that's redundantly in the redundant material from the log. Okay, so we have GraphQL. We have let's say CoLab learning. And we said already somewhere, our responsibility. It's really the one. So let's continue to brainstorm the October priorities here for now.
Yeah.
And comment on this, everybody.
Jim, also I forgot we don't have sponsor for the maintenance of the KYC bots. I know that wasn't voted for. Even the station environment. Those are issues that we don't really have sponsors for.
I'm sorry, you have sponsors?
No, we don't. We don't for the KYC bots and the staging environment.
Oh, KYC bot, right. Okay, and this means organized teams with current state, etc. Page of the sponsors, whatever. Okay, so we may want to distribute tokens to folks for work they've done that hasn't been funded retrospectively. And I could have sworn, oh, so we'll go back to the agenda here. And this stuff is out of date, more or less. It's included in the October goals. And gotta move that back out. I don't know why it got moved down. And I'll just take all this out too. All goes in the October goals. Well, we've already gone over the hour. We haven't gotten to Fix Simple Math yet. We have the finalized rewards. I think I've done all I can do. I think we'll postpone this till tomorrow.
Yeah.
To, you know, how well, we can't postpone it till tomorrow. There's certain things that we have to rule out. We're not going to change any of our percentages. See, we have 2K sponsored for CoLab based on 2 project successes. So technically, they funded the CoLab channel for all of our projects. And so the issue comes up is, do we want to change the percentages in the CoLab project? Let's just look at the current state here of the bounties. Okay, we still only have 2 votes on
Yeah.
GraphQL. So we don't know which way that's going to go. But we can be pretty certain that the 2143 is all we're going to get for all of these issues. So, do we want to, and if we look at the reward votes here, which ones count?
I think that the reward, anybody can vote on the reward, but the budget needs a minimum of about 3 votes from trusted members. I think it's 2018-09 that counts. 2018-09. So you have to go to the next page.
Oh, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw a message that said Dan relaxed the rating requirement for trust ratings. Just because
anybody can. Yeah, anybody can vote on the reward now, but only some people can vote on the budget. Not everybody can vote on the budget. So,
awesome. Because Dan was complaining about that. I suggested he
can vote on the reward.
Yeah. That's wild. So we don't have any rated members here voting on the rewards. Huh? Very interesting. So we have to we probably should vote on rewards for GraphQL just in case it gets a 3rd vote before midnight. Hoping Greg will come through with some sponsorship. So, who's going to volunteer to vote on rewards here? I don't. It looks like IBsoft hasn't voted.
I will volunteer, but I can't figure out how to vote.
I think I'll do that just now. Let me take a look at it.
Yeah. Well, if you log into rewards first, then you can vote. Okay. And the normal way is you could just search for the number, right? Or you can just click on the rewards here. The number is 609. 609. Or search on something in the title. GraphQL. And then you click on the GraphQL. And if you're logged in as Jim Scriber, if I look at reward votes here, I should see a new reward votes record.
Okay, that may be what I was missing. Let me go in and see if I can find that.
And then I have to select IDE soft.
Okay, Jim, I think I've completed the 3 votes needed. So what's left? The budget vote.
That's it. As far as I can see, we don't have a chance of getting anything else. Whoops. I got a bug. What did I do?
Gigabit's been logged. Sometimes it actually goes through.
Yeah. Saying what? Look at the log.
No, look at the votes. Sometimes it gives you an error, but it actually does record the vote.
It did. The vote. But what does it say here? 20? What does it say? 20%?
No, that was for last month. This month's on, you have to click on the button down there, the next button down there, to go to the next page. That's for 2018-08.
Okay, I didn't look at them all. Okay, so we have mine in there, 100% for Microsoft, and if we look at rewards now, we see the average percent is 100%, and he has 3 votes, so he's all done.
But the budget was not complete. We just need one more person who has his trusted member to complete the budget votes.
Right, he needs one more budget vote from a rated member.
Yeah.
I'm going to we have budget votes now from
Keith Blake and DCKC.
And apparently Joshy's away for the next 2 days. But just for the heck of it, I'm going to can't hurt to try. Now, who else might we? Who else is technical? Might be amenable on this list of rated members. You suggest anybody?
We could probably P. Morman, if you could talk to P. Morman or Patrick. I think you reach out to them.
I don't. I'm pretty sure Patrick is not going to help. But we could try. And And what the heck? Oh, I got two things from Patrick. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah, we have to keep our fingers crossed.
Okay.
Jim Choxey's in the Zoom session.
Oh. Okay, I don't know if he was on when we did the part on the graph on the SQL document. But,
Yeah, I think he was.
okay, I guess you're having audio problems. Oh, I got something from him in chat privately. Yeah, well, yeah, it's a great start, Chotsky. I really appreciate what you did there. It starts off with the, in providing the key links and stuff,
Thank you, Jim.
which is necessary. And I think following the other current state documents and expanding it will be good. And it is very late, but so we're going to handle tomorrow. See who is hurt. Some people we know will be hurt, but there's nothing we can do about it today. Okay. Okay, action items in the agendas actually should be red. Where does this go? This is about the wallet. I'm not sure how it got in here. backspace, delete. Losers here. Oh, we took out the wallet. Okay, well, we've been an hour and a half. So I'm just going to move these forward. And we'll take a couple of few minutes, final minutes, looking at debugging the simple map RHolang contract. And this is CryptoFX Editor running on Windows. And we have the contract here. And I had a for construct here that depended on return getting written to. Now, why is this return bang here? I don't get it here. There should be return bang bang. We want to persistently write the address to the argument that we return. And here I did an at star, which makes a process a name and back to a process again. In any case, this doesn't have any effect. Okay. The star undoes the at, so you don't need either.
Yeah, I just realized that those were sort of opposite actions there.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to dereference it so that we would have the same up here as we had below under the new. But I was using that for no purpose really. I was using that to make sure only to make sure that the contract was defined before we used the contract. And sort of forgot that in RHolang, it doesn't make any difference. You can do the receive before the send or the send before the receive. It doesn't matter which order you do them in. And in fact, contract is a receive. What we do here is we get a simple, we have a simple map, and I'll take the 2 off of this. Okay, which is a public name of a contract, it creates a map and an ACK. There's a contract, and the name of the contract name is made from a list, which contains the unforgeable address of the map itself, where we make a map here, and here I have the empty set, or the empty map, which is just, I could put something in it like,
I wouldn't. I think it makes more sense to have that.
I can put something in it anyway.
All right.
Just for the heck of it.
But to me, the fact that we have to create our map first is a little more.
We create an empty map. It should be a map. I'm just putting something in it. We can take it out later. It's just so that we can see if we can access the map. Okay, so in other words, I do 2 gets here. And I could change one of these gets to first. Just to see if we are accessing the map at all, but not the value. And I really tried to do 2 gets here. Oh, first. No. Control Z. I want that to get RHolang as a value. And then I'm going to send the value to standard out. But here I'm going to do first. Okay, so we should get, for first, we should get, we have a map because I put that in the map when we initialized the map, when we created the map. Okay, so I'm going to stop this from running. It runs continuously until you hit stop that.
Let me ask you, before you leave that screen.
I'm not leaving the screen. I'm just going to run. Go on.
Go back down. Yeah. You're putting first in the key field.
Yeah. First is the key. Here. We're making a dictionary, a directory. And the key is first, and the value is we have a map.
Okay.
Okay, and we got a lot of stuff in storage. Maybe I should restart this, see if it gets rid of a lot of garbage. And we got no output again. But we can see we got an unforgeable name here, 7284, and we're doing a get. And we're writing to that RHolang and an unforgeable name. Which is value, I guess, which is the unforgeable name of the variable value. And then we have the same unforgeable name, which presumably the map, and we write to it another unforgeable name, which should be standard out. And then we have an unforgeable name writing to first. Okay, we can, and this address here, 4FD0 is not the same address that we're writing to here. Both these cases we're writing to 7284, which is not the map. The map is this guy, 74D086. So clearly we're getting from a different a different channel than we're writing to here. Okay, now here we're setting RHolang a new language. And that's the 7284. Which is the right, oh, this, not this address, not the same address. So that's why we're failing. Not the same address. Questions, comments? So at simple map, write my map. Okay, my map is return. Then what happens? So I don't know how we can, doing a persistent write of a map to ret gives us a different address. We have to read ret to get it. So what we could do just to confuse things, I can add another ret here and make this ret. And I can do a for a map reads ret. And then I start a group here, a bracket. Now, what I want to, because I'm starting another group here, I need to take this whole group and I hit the tab key. That moves it in a notch. And I hit,
That's nice.
and then I just put the end bracket on the next line and it shifts it back over to where it belongs. Okay, and you can use Shift Tab to go the other way. And, okay, so so now what we're doing is I get the ret channel back. I don't know if I should have called it the same name or not. I think it makes sense calling it the same name. And then whatever sent to the ret channel, I read into map. And that should give us the same address for my map that we had for the map that was created. Yeah, you can see why you have to get crypto effects, huh?
Yeah.
Whoops. Oh no. How could I have a syntax error? Do I need a, this will help. Do I don't know if I get so confused about. No, that didn't help. So it worked before. Start AMAP. Says 535, where the error is here. Control A, Control C. There is. Here's my git bash. Insert. What is this visual thing here? And yeah, just get out of this. Colon, quick bang. Colon, quick bang. Thought. That's better. The IX. See, go. Run, go. See, go. How do I paste? Doesn't seem to be. Oh, I have trouble pasting individual here. Over and quit. Okay, so we're going to do a cat. I don't know why I can't paste in this bin, BI. And the cat out to X. And now I'm going to paste in the file. What is this? Oh, I see what I did. What did I do? This is thick. Escape, undo. Oh. We'll see. So once again, I'm going to try to copy this. Try to paste it in here. That worked a little better. Control D ends it. Cat ends the file in Linux. And then I can do a VIX. And then I do 534 space. This, you've seen this, right? It executes it all on one line.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Look at this. Well, I screwed this up. I did put a map here. Should be my map. My map. And I don't expect that will make a lot of difference. But who knows? It sure does take a long time to run. Still 534. Character 534 in the program. It's just not going to be exact anyway. But C space my map. Okay. So I'm missing a this is pretty simple error, Gary. Gotta be watching me. There's no there was no vertical bar. Okay. That is a syntax error. It just takes, we got to develop new habits, new disciplines of, you know, after we debug a bunch of these, we'll have it figured out. So we have 557. So we have one to go, 557 space. Well, we didn't get too far, did we? Now this didn't give us any problem before. Do I not need this mind map? The 4 is going to find a new mind map.
My map is going to be
Says syntax error. Does it lie? What could we have done? We weren't getting syntax errors before. We can't find the syntax error.
No, I can't. Can you?
So,
Eat now.
eat now or forever hold my peace, huh?
Exactly. Say goodbye.
Well, once again, we're leaving this unfinished. Hmm. And I will place it. Um, I'll try to remember to do that.
Remember, that's going to be done before midnight. Yeah, I'm going to take off, Jim.
Yeah.
I'll look at that code, see if I can't think of something.